Hey guys, RYX Gaming here, and welcome to a Wi-Fi battle that I had the other day. I just threw some mons together. I didn't really sort of build the team. It's just a load of mons that I sort of like, and they sort of, they covered enough weaknesses that it sort of worked. I just threw them together. I don't even. It's probably at OU, I guess. Not really too serious. Not that much into battling, but I wanted to give it a try, and I thought I'd just have a go, and I just got into a battle with this guy, and don't know his name, don't know how to say it, but yeah, got the Hydreigon, the Slowbro, the Donphan, the Jolteon, the Roserade, and the Ferrothorn, and yeah, it worked. I'm still not that good. My predictions aren't, I can't predict 8 turns ahead like some people, but he leads with the Superior, and I just U-turn straight out of there because that's all I really had for it, and I'm choice scarfed, so I thought I'd better switch out. So I switched into Bud, our Roserade, and because it can take pretty much any hit, and he wasn't really going to go for any fit. Well, he probably didn't have Ice Beam, but he has the hidden power, surprisingly, but we can tank that. Bud's actually pretty tanky. This is a Life Orb set, so Sludge Bomb just takes it straight out. But yeah, I could have run a specially defensive set, but I had Slowbro, so I thought I'd go for an offensive one. Yeah, and then in comes this Greninja, and I don't really have much for it, so I decide that I might as well stay in and let Roserade go down. It takes me out with the Ice Beam, and so now I bring in Hydreigon because it's my choice scarf, and I was hoping it would outspeed, but we are actually modest, so we don't outspeed, and also Greninja's fast as hell, and it's most likely scarfed itself. We managed to live. I hope we could take one, and because I knew it was locked into Ice Beam, we could get a Flash Cannon off, but it lives on like 1, so I need to keep Hydreigon around, so I'd switch it out, and I bring in Derp, which is the Slowbro, super defensive. Can't really remember the set, but yeah, and because we can eat them all up, and he's going to probably either sack this Greninja off or try and bring it in late game because it is scarfed. So he switches out here, and we can just get off a Scold on whatever he brings in, and he brings in the Raikou, so he's going to eat this up, and the Raikou's actually Life Orb, and I wasn't going to mess around with that, so I had like 3 switches here. I could have switched into Donphan, who's immune. I could have switched into Jolteon, who's got Volt Absorb, so that's an immunity as well. But I decided to switch into the Ferrothorn, the 3 hugs, because why wouldn't you hug that guy? Because we like quad resist it, and also I wanted to get some rocks up because I just felt it was the best thing to do, even though it goes for the electric attack and we could have had no damage, but I thought rocks would be, chip damage, just help out a bit. Volt switches straight out, and he brings in the Talonflame, which was the whole reason I brought in the rocks to start with, and they have no use because he's brought in the Talonflame now and he's not going to switch it back out. But anyway, we bring in the Stealth Rocks, just to get some chip damage, because with Greninja and legendaries on his team, it's going to be a bit of a tough battle. But I'm just going to protect to see what scouts for, to scout what he's going for, and he goes for the Brave Bird. And right now I don't really have many people who really want to come in on Brave Bird, and I thought it's best to just try. The recoil will be loads on this, and I've got Iron Barb and Rocky Helmet, so it's going to pretty much take him out by himself. He managed to live, and so it was a crit, so we could have lived more Brave Birds. So I get a Gyro Ball off it because we're like minus speed, so I think we're relaxed, so it's gonna do enough damage. And then I see here I've only got 15 HP. The crit kind of messes up a bit, but I mean, might as well just take the Brave Bird and recoil, and Stealth Rocks, not Stealth Rocks, Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet is gonna pretty much finish him off here. He's down in red, so I thought, why not bring in Donphan? We got Ice Shard, that's priority. We'll be able to take him out. But well, no, because this Talonflame has got, Gale Wings, and Brave Bird's priority. So I didn't really think that through. But and it does enough damage where it takes out itself. And now we are offensive Donphan, because Donphan packs pretty good moves, and well, it's got Earthquake, that's all you need, and it's got massive attacks. I thought, you know, choice bandit. Didn't really want to stay locked into Ice Shard, especially on the Cresselia, so I thought I'd switch out to Derp. What can it do? It could have Shadow Balled, which would have been a bit of a problem, but a Toxic, so we're okay at the moment. It's a bit annoying that we got Derp poisoned, well, badly poisoned Toxic, but we have Regenerator, so after a while we can just switch out. Don't really know what to do here, so I just sort of playing stally plays and just trying to scold it, see what happens. It might switch out, I'm not sure. Shadow Ball would have really messed us up here, but what are you going to do? Stay in. We got a crit, doesn't really matter on the Cresselia. And then here I'm sort of just like, what's he really going to do? Because he can't really do much to me, or he would have done it by now. And he actually Lunar Dances, which I'm like, what the hell does that do? I've never seen that move before. But it actually kills him and takes him out. But then I realise it's one of those moves where you can bring in the Greninja, and then the Greninja, it's kind of like Wish, but you have to kill yourself. Guess it's sort of late game, I guess. But then his Greninja will be at full, and then we'll be in a lot of trouble, which he does bring in, and I cannot stay in if it's Greninja with Protean, and it's going to have Dark Pulse. So I thought the best play was to, well, I scouted to see what he's actually going to go for. Getting ahead of myself here. Goes to Dark Pulse, becomes a Dark type, then I don't really have anything he wants to take a Dark Pulse too well. Dragon can take one, but it's at 5. But the thing is, I look at this team and I go, I don't want to try and get a load of damage and probably lose someone else when I can just lose Hydreigon, or whatever he's called, with 5 HP. I'm calling him Triforce, that's what I call him. So let Triforce go down. We get a free switch into Jolteon, who's Expert Belt, and yeah, and we should be able to take it. We do take a Dark Pulse, and we can just Expert Belt, Thunderbolt. Annoyingly, well, it's not annoyingly. He's in yellow, and it did roughly half. It just did like 69, and we had like 140. But we managed to take another one, which is nice, and we get the crit Thunderbolt, but that didn't matter. It would have taken him out anyway, and then he now brings in the Mega Lucario, which is, yeah, so he's got 2 Ubers going at a time. But, you know, I thought we're probably just going to sack Jolteon. We're probably outspeed, so we can get some damage off. He could have gone for the Bullet Punch here and taken me out, but... And we do a hell of a lot. That's a 2-hit KO, and he's paralysed now, but he goes for the Swords Dance to try and get up a late game sweep. But he's paralysed now, so almost anything can take him out. He does have the Bullet Punch, which he goes on now, after he's realised this is, well, not a mistake, but, you know, it's going to mess him up. And then all I have to do here is bring in Derp, and we can just Side Shock away, and Lucario's not going to take that, especially at this amount of health. Slowbro's just outspeeding Lucario. The paralysis probably helped a bit. He probably would have done a lot more damage, but... so we're just gonna... And that's enough that we can take out the Lucario, and then all he has left is the Raikou, and we're definitely going to be able to take something, because we are pretty defensive, we're pretty wally. We've got quite a lot of health at the moment. The Toxic's not built up a lot. It's a Shadow Ball, that's a lot of damage. I guess you didn't want to go for the Thunderbolt, which probably would have killed because it is Life Orb, in case a Donphan came in, but luckily enough we live, and Sideshot's going to take it out, and we get a nice 2-0. Donphan was in the back, so we could have Earthquake, but I'm not sure if we would have taken a Shadow Ball. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like if you enjoyed, and give any suggestions you got down below, and see you next time. Have a good day.